Alright, hey guys, this is Adrian here with Art of Transliness. I know that I've been like super awful about keeping up with the topics and uploading videos. Zach, I know we talk every day, and you know that I'm late. So actually, this week is week 12 for topics, but I'm gonna like do that one, I swear. But this is last week's topic, and it's about disclosure and dating, and I really wanted to make this video before I moved on, just because I had already planned it. And then I just never got around to making it. So I have it written down, so I might as well do it right. But yeah, this week's topic is disclosure and dating, and this is actually something that's relevant to my life right now for reasons that I'll discuss. But in terms of my dating history and disclosure, I have been out from the get-go with my dating. When I came to college, I dated a girl. Before I was, pre-T, I was pretty much not socially transitioning at all, and I pretty much was only out to her. And as my group of people who knew grew, and then eventually I was out to everybody, obviously that included the people that I dated. So really everyone on campus knew. And that's true for Zach. We kind of lived similar lives in that way. We were showcased regularly, just as like the trans guys on campus, and so everyone knew, and I was fine with that. Really wasn't an issue. I didn't have dating issues. I dated someone named Jenny for like 2 years. It was really serious. That was even before I started testosterone. I dated briefly another person who, that's when I started testosterone, and obviously disclosure happened. I told her, and then after that I dated someone who actually is really knowledgeable about trans issues, and I had been out to her already. So that's that. But I'm single now in a new city, and so what does that mean for me? I'm post-op. I'm post-histo. I'm pretty much as far as I'm going to be for a while in terms of surgery in my transition, and my changes on testosterone have kind of leveled out in terms of it won't be like I see someone 1 month and then the next month rolls around and I have a lot of changes. So, because I'm about 2 years on testosterone, and so I have this unique opportunity to not come out to people right away, or to even have them have any kind of suspicions, and that's a little bit problematic for me. I joined OkCupid actually when I moved to this town, and I thought I'm gonna list my sex and gender, because I don't even think there's an option, as male on OkCupid, and as men who's interested in women, like seeking women, and I've had like some luck with that, some initial interest with that from women on that site, but then they just stopped talking to me, and I don't know why. I'm kind of silly in terms of when I made like my OkCupid account. I didn't know that like you needed to make like an abstract username, so I just like made my username my name because I didn't know any better. And apparently that's like not something that I should have done, because a simple Google search of my name will reveal quite a bit about my transgender history, including my YouTube channel, which has videos on it way back from like 2009. And so actually, just today, I decided to make all of my YouTube videos private except for 3, and those 3 videos, you can't like really get a lot out of them in terms of deciphering what's in my pants. And so I left those. I left a video about a road trip, a video about my friend turning 21, and then a video about how to inject testosterone. I decided to leave that one, even though it is suspicious, just because I think that it's more helpful to people than like a regular life update, and it is worth it for me to potentially be outed, and still be able to share that information about injecting, because I think that's important. So I'm taking kind of a little risk with that, but I think it'll be worth it. And so I've recently pretty much tried to eliminate things on the web that can out me to people who can search me, because I have my username as my name, my full name, because I'm an idiot and I don't want to like remake a profile because it's like too much work. I guess it's kind of like a little experiment to see. I guess now if anyone shows any interest, will they continue to have interest? Because, and while I wouldn't necessarily want to date the people who stop talking to me because I'm trans, if that's the reason. It would be nice to at least have a chance to prove them wrong, you know, like at least put myself out there and have them have a first impression of me that isn't somehow tainted by my trans status, if that's how they feel about transgender people. And I understand that's kind of like a backwards way to look at dating, but I just have to remember, you know, the people that I had met before they knew I was trans, and then after they found out I was trans, they're like, oh, I had this opinion about trans people, and I probably would have had that opinion about you, and I wouldn't have even bothered to get to know you. But since I got to know you first, and then I found out that you were trans, I had this meaningful, you know, revelation, and etc., and more positive feelings. And I feel like that can happen, that could happen with someone if I don't disclose my trans status to them right away. And but in other situations, I do come out right away. Like, for example, when I go out, I pretty much exclusively go out to the gay bars down on Manchester Street in St. Louis. I'm there, and I feel like in those spaces, transgender identities get erased. Either I'm perceived as a gay man, which is fine, or as a butch lesbian, which is fine. It's whatever, but like that's not who I am, you know. Like, and so sometimes when I go down there, I'll wear one of my Art of Transness t-shirts, or I'll like have my I have two Art of Transness t-shirts, and I'll wear them out just so people know like what's going on. And so there are some instances, you know, there are some instances where I um, I don't give you any chance to know anything otherwise about me, that I am trans. This is who I am. If you want to approach me, if you want to buy me a drink, if you want to talk to me about my life, you need to keep it in mind that I'm trans. And there are other situations like the OkCupid thing where I don't necessarily want you to know that I'm trans, and I don't think that it's necessarily important for our interactions in that context, in like a dating context. I think that you know, that the person, I could have a meaningful initial interaction with them and not have my transgender status be brought up. So it's kind of an interesting. I'm in this interesting place. Yeah, I don't really know much else about that. But disclosure with dating is always difficult. You always think that you always hope the best in people, and you always want to assume the best of people. But sometimes you just kind of have to do the dirty work for them, you know, and come out to them later. That way they have a chance to get to know you, or come out to them right away, like how I felt like I needed to be in the gay bar setting, and how that is important, because I don't want to have these interactions with you in the context of you thinking that I'm gay or lesbian. So, yeah, it's a bit confusing, but that's my life, and you kind of just have to like feel it out, you know, like what is more meaningful to you, what's more important to you. So, yep. I'm gonna make a video for this week, and I will see you guys soon.